throwing. Dalton. That complete to Shorter. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the play.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Second down, Dalton.
Got a man, that's Shorter.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. We're scoreless after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cook up the gut. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
1st and 10 for Dalton. That'll be complete to Cook. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Great.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw here, Dalton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Allen. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Noah Ibn-Agami. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Second down and 3.
They run it again with Cook. Past the 20. 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Hurts.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one complete down the field to Goddard.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. He missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 73.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Skirts by him at the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
63.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Andy Dalton.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd down and 1.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Dalton sets up play action. That is caught. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 30. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he is going to lose yardage here. Keely Ringo getting to the ball and handing them a loss on the play.
Second down back at the 34-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jordan Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll look to throw here. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, 73, 73.
On 2nd down, Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. But first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
44. 44. There you go.
Now Dalton. That complete to Shorter.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone there from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
It's do or die for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Philadelphia, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6.